6:30 now. Time for the Chris Moyles Show.
Everybody, hi.
Hello.
So, did everyone see Dominic and Dave on the television last night?
Yeah.
Don't start.
Yeah, your big moment, Dave.
Don't start.
You weren't invited to today's wedding.
Don't start.
That's uncomfortable, Dave. Why didn't you invite the home?
Don't start.
Don't start.
All right, Paul Daniels.
Yeah.
And Dominic was on it as well.
Yeah, looking backward.
Were you on it, Carrie? I can't remember.
I don't know. Do you know what? I was running through and I missed the very opening, couple of minutes.
No, you missed the Dave and Dom show.
I did, yeah. But my
Prime
mother
time
was
all the
watching
time.
it, and she said she saw me. So
She
maybe
didn't start.
Don't start.
She missed the start.
So I think I might have been stood there in the background or something for
Okay.
about half a millisecond.
Well,
I turned off after that. I didn't bother seeing the rest. Yeah.
Well,
I watched
you
Dragon's
weren't in
Den.
You weren't in the rest of it.
Nah.
So
exactly. What's to watch?
I got text messages from a lot of people last night because it was my Who Do You Think You Are was on the TV last night. My family history. I watched it with my mum and dad and my brother and his wife and my girlfriend. We all sat around. So yesterday, I went home, did a bit of a tidy up, sorted out some washing and whatnot. I did some jobs, got them out of the way. And then mum and dad turned up. So I made them a little bit of lunch and made sure they were fed. Sat there with them for a bit.
Yeah.
Then I went and did my run. Went up trading on the treadmill for a little bit. 6.3 miles.
Ooh. Very good.
Why didn't you do 7?
Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
Or even 6.5.
Couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. And then I had to do a little phoner with Simon Mayo on Radio 2.
Did you?
Yeah, which was quite fun. Because it's really funny hearing Simon Mayo back in DJ mode again, because he's so used to doing the 5 Live thing that it's quite nice listening to him being old DJ like, playing jingles and whatnot, and you know. So that was a nice chat with Simon, just plugging the show, and then got showered and changed, and I went shopping earlier, got all the ingredients for the dinner.
What was dinner?
Chicken tikka masala.
Very good. Well, what else would you watch?
Watch.
Eat while you watch.
Yeah, I made a chicken tikka masala, and we just sat and looked at it.
Yeah.
For about half an hour.
What a lovely curry.
I couldn't look at it anymore after that. My eyes were stuffed. So, and I made that yesterday, and Mum came in and was watching me make it. Oh, how do you do this? Because that's how she speaks.
Yeah, where's she from?
Like a cartoon character from space. How do you do this?
How do you do
I've
this?
never had ginger. How do you do that? Oh, you do chop very finely. Hello. So, and then we all sat down and had dinner, and then had a little drink, and then we all sat down to watch the show. And then Mum shushed everybody for the first 5 minutes. If anybody spoke, shush! And then Mum started talking to the television.
Did you all sit on the sofa like The Simpsons?
Mum and Kieran and Kerry sat on the sofa. Me and Dad were in little chairs next to each other. But Mum's literally started talking to the TV, or through her bit. So when I'm trying to find out, well, who's this woman here? Who's this Margaret O'Keefe woman? She's talking to the television,
Telling you.
trying to tell me.
Right.
That's Granny, Dad, that's Granny. Mum also denied that her family lived in any kind of poverty. She said they never lived there.
None at all.
Yeah. No, they didn't. They lived around the corner. That wasn't their house. And I was saying, Mum, you realise that particular door there, that's not the actual house. There's no house there. Obviously, things have changed. Yeah, but they didn't live there. Well, they did live there. They may have moved later, but they didn't live there. They had shoes. What? They had shoes. No, I know. So, no, do you know the photos they showed? That wasn't necessarily our family. It was to show you what it was like around that time.
Yeah.
And there was a big shot of loads of kids in the street, all lined up. My dad goes, "Is that the queue for the toilet?" Right. Mum's like, "Shush, shush." I'm like, "No, this is ridiculous."
Could have been, though, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Could
You
have been.
should have filmed your mum watching
Do you know what I
it.
really should have done?
And they
It
could have-
was bizarre.
Can we do it again and have to maybe film your mum and just film her and get the commentary on it?
Yeah. Anyway, then that side of her family finished, and she was kind of quite emotional watching it. And then it was Dad's turn, and then we went and sat through that half,
Yeah.
all about my dad's family. And it finished, and he went, "Oh, that's very good. Right, anybody for a cup of tea?" I'm like, "Ah, really? You're not even a little bit wobbly?" "No." "Okay."
Yeah, but that's your dad, though, isn't it?
Yeah. He's completely bulletproof.
He's not a man to show much emotion.
Well, yeah, but there's a difference between not showing much emotion and having the emotion in the first place
Yeah.
to show. Seriously, he's like a steel drum.
Perhaps he had a moment on his own
But
afterwards.
he did. Yeah, he did. He had a cup of tea.
The last 10 minutes was so moving. You got me at the end. Mally was
cried.
like, I was like, oh God. I think it's because I know you and because you were
Yeah.
quite emotional. I was like, oh, because I was fine. And then just at the last few minutes, I was just quite moved. It was really moving.
It was
and
great.
very interesting.
It was
I had a
really
few
good.
tears at the end.
Yeah.
So you were in tears as
Yeah.
well. So
We
Ray-
were too. I was.
Dominic?
Yeah, I honestly had a little tear.
Oh.
And Nick was.
You big girl.
Yeah, Nick was really crying.
It was just so interesting to learn about what happened.
Dave, you cry.
I didn't cry, no.
Steel drum like me.
But Jane
Cup of tea,
cried
anyone? Cup of tea?
throughout. Anything to do with kids,
Right.
Jane cries.
Right.
You know, being a mummy. Any kids in hardship or...
She's a mummy.
Yes.
I didn't think it was hers.
No, it is.
Really?
Yeah, no. I was there, so... Well, I wasn't looking. Anyway.
You were eating a Scotch egg, weren't you?
Technically in the same room.
Same postcode.
Oh, there we go.
You were at a picnic at the end of the bed.
Anyway. and then obviously the bit at the end... when it talked of your great-grandfather, rather.
Yeah.
She was crying. It's very sad. It's very emotional.
Dominic sent me a text at kind of about 8 o'clock, an hour before the show went out, saying, "I've got the tissues ready." And I texted him back. I said, "How many times have I told you it's not that kind of show?" Please, seriously.
We were gearing up for emotion.